Okay, we are going to talk about linear regressions. But before we do that, I need you to do some setup on your calculator. So turn your calculator on. Now this setup procedure that I have written right here is something that you should only need to do one time unless you switch calculators or you have to reset your calculator. So what you'll do is you'll press second and then the number 0. The number 0 says catalog above it. And then you're going to use your down arrow quite a bit until you'll see that all these things are in alphabetical order. Go down to the D's. All the way down until you see the two words diagnostic on right below diagnostic off, and a little arrow will be there highlighting that. Now what you need to do is press enter 2 times. Now if your calculator shows diagnostic on and then the word done, then your setup is complete and you do not need to do that again as we get started with this type of problem. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to enter a scatter plot. And a scatter plot is just all of the points on a graph without the line or curve that connects them. So I've got a list of points that we're going to use. The x values are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And those are going to go in our list 1. And then I have 2, 4, 8, 11, and 14. Those are going to go in what's called list 2. So let me show you how to put those into your calculator. The first thing that you'll want to do, and this is just to make the scatter plot, is press stat. The stat is the third button down. If you look at the zoom, it's the third button down. Press stat, and we're going to edit the numbers that are in our table. So you'll press enter. Now you should see list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4, list 5. If you do not see list 1, list 2, list 3, list 4, list 5, you will need to reset your calculator. We will put in numbers for list 1 and list 2 as described by my set of data. Now, if you want to clear out these lists, some of you will already have numbers in your lists. You use your up arrow till the list is highlighted and press clear and then enter. And that will take all of the numbers out of that list. Then I'll use my arrow and go over to list 1 and press clear and enter. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to enter my data. So I'll enter list 1 first. 1, enter, 3, enter, 5, enter, 7, enter, 9, enter. Now use your right arrow to go over to list 2. 2, enter, 4, enter, 8, enter, 11, enter, 14, enter. Now I want you to do this with me, so if I get ahead of you, stop the video and enter your data in. Now once you have done that, go to y equals and clear out any equation that is in there. So make it clear. And after we do that, we have to turn plot 1 on. Plot 1 is right here up in the top left, and it should be highlighted. Mine is highlighted. And if I go up to it and I press enter, then it is not highlighted. So to turn it on and off, you just highlight it and press enter. We want it to be on when doing regressions, which is this section, or scatter plots. Otherwise, you will want to turn it off when you do the rest of your homework. Okay, so now I'm going to press Zoom 9. And that will give me the scatter plot, or the points that I have entered in. So that would be the point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 11, and 9, 14, if you think of them as ordered pairs. Okay, now we're going to talk about in this section something called a linear regression. Every module in this course will have some type of regression. And so if you look at these points and you were to try to draw a line between them, it looks like that a line would not cross through all of those points, but that it would be very close. So what we're looking for is the line of best fit. So if we were to draw a line through all of those, what would be the equation of that line? And this is what you need to do for that. So for the regression equation, you will press Stat, go over using your right arrow so that the Calculate is highlighted, and we're doing a linear regression, which is number 4. So highlight number 4 or type in number 4. Now go down with your arrow next to the store and type in vars. Vars is right below the down arrow. Vars, then do your right arrow so that the Y vars is highlighted, and then press enter, enter. And that tells me that my equation Y1 is going to have the equation of the line. Now go down to calculate and press enter. So for this particular set of data, we have an equation in the form y equals ax plus b. Normally we think of it as m, but this time it's a, where our a is 1.55 and our b is 0.05. So that is the linear regression of the data. And then the question is this a good fit? Well, if we look at R, the closer that number is to a 1 or a -1, the better fit that is. So it would be a perfect fit if R equals 1 or a -1. So we're very, very close. R equals 0.996. So yes, we would say this is a good fit. You are welcome to go to the math lab if you need further help with your calculator. But otherwise, that's pretty much all you need to know as we go forward from here.